Hey there on YouTube, it's Sal Paolantonio, Darius, Butler, founding father of our show, Greg Cosell. Here on the NFL matchup set, NFL film, beautiful downtown Mount Laurel, New Jersey. We got to talk about come on, it is the number one game of the week, right? It is. It's even though it's on ESPN, we'll promote it anyway because it is the number one game.
Good night.
You got to start with TB12, right? You got to start with Tom Brady.
Yeah, and the bottom line with Tom Brady is protection. Because Brady, in this offense, it's very Brady-centric. They're requiring him to make throws to receivers, and they're not highly schemed in their route concepts. It's a lot of one-on-one matchups. And Brady will throw one-on-one. So if he has time in the pocket, just think back a couple of weeks, Al, with Carolina. He was in the pocket. He made late-in-the-down throws. We haven't seen him make a lot of those throws. Normally the ball's out quick. But if he is comfortable in the pocket, secure late in the down, they can work those receivers against a Dallas secondary, by the way, that has some issues.
Yeah, ball out quick, 2.45 seconds. Can't say it enough. Fastest snap to release time in the National Football League at 45 years old. They had a dalliance with running the football, right? It was a couple of weeks. They said, all right, well, scrap that.
We can't do that.
Scrap that. We're going to throw it. And that means Dallas has got to get after the quarterback.
Got to get after him. Michael Parsons, he wreaked some havoc the first matchup with these two teams. But defensively, especially on that back end, you just mentioned it. Sam Howell, Gardner Minshew, and Joshua Dobbs both all had pretty good, comfortable days stat-wise and throwing the ball-wise. This defense is kind of feasted on turnovers, so it's kind of feast or famine in that department. So if they don't create a lot of turnovers and let Tom Brady be comfortable back there in their pocket, it can definitely be decimated.
I'm going to interrupt you here for a second, but, okay, so, Greg said it, protection. I said it, ball's coming out quick. Do you want to blitz? Do you want to use Micah Parsons in coverage? What do you do with number 11? That's to best utilize him in this football game.
Ideally, you don't want to blitz a ton because we talked about the injuries on the back end. And Brady, throughout his entire career, it's always been, let me find the best matchup. So he will find that weak link. You don't want to blitz. You want Michael Parsons.
What do you think?
Up front to get
well, the ball comes out. I remember a head coach being in our building a number of years ago saying Brady's really hard to blitz because the ball gets out and you're just wasting a player because he's not going to get there and now he's out of coverage. So you're wasting a player. And plus the one-on-one matchups. That left corner position right now for the Cowboys, they played Nashawn Wright last week. He played a good amount of snaps. They really struck Trayvon Mullen they brought in. They're not sure who their left corner is.
Where are we with Dak Prescott in this game?
Turnovers, taking care of the ball, that's the biggest issue here. 7 games in a row, he's turned it over. Only 12 games, and he almost led the league with 15 interceptions. So he has to take care of the ball. CeeDee Lamb is really their only viable weapon that's been, as far as outside receivers go, all year long, from wire to wire. Noah Brown, T.Y. Hilton, those guys are going to have to step up. And then that running back by committee, Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott, that's where it needs to start in the run game and in the play-action game.
Now, what we saw last year when they played the Rams in the postseason, right? They gave up the big play at the end of the game. They had that miscommunication on the back end, and Cooper Kupp takes it to the house. So have they fixed their problems in the secondary with communication in this game? Do you see that happening?
They've had a lot of injuries this season on the back end, so guys have been in and out of the lineup. The one constant to me is Carlton Davis. He's played well at the left corner position. He's their best player on the back. Winfield's a really good player. He's just been in and out of the lineup at safety, and sometimes he'll play slot corner. But, just talking a real quick point about Dak. Last week was really surprising to me, Sal. He was really not expansive in what he saw, and he started playing really fast.
Yeah, what surprises me is Todd Bowles played the position as defensive back in the league. And in that Super Bowl run with Bruce Arians, their defense was great.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Super tight, lights out, getting after the quarterback. It's been so loose.
Young, too.
And so loose the last couple of years, especially last year in the playoff run. We'll see if they fix the problems. Here are our show times for the NFL Matchup Show. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching our show. Our audience is up 4%. Really nice over the last 3 years. I think it has a lot to do with YouTube and Darius Butler and the fact that Greg Cosell has some nice ties.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching us on YouTube.